My in-laws made me sign a prenup because they thought I was a gold digger. Now my business is booming, I'm richer than their entire bloodline, and they're begging to get rid of the prenup while trying to convince my wife to leave me, because I won't share my pot of gold. 8 years ago, my wife and I got married, but before that, my in-laws decided to make me sign a prenup, and I found that a bit insulting at the time because they had made it quite clear to me that I was not really welcome in their family, so making me sign the prenup just felt like even more of a slap in the face. I had been working in sales when I met my wife, but after having been with her for 1 year, I decided to quit my job and start my own electronics brand. We were both 27 at the time, and by the time I finally got around to officially starting my business, I was almost 28. But my wife had been supportive of me throughout the process, and she was the happiest when I finally got to start working on my dream business. Her parents, however, were not that happy because they thought that I was living off of her money, which was true to a certain extent. She was definitely supporting me because I didn't have a steady income, but it's not like I was completely relying on her. At 29, I decided to propose to her, and we got married within a year. But a couple of months before our wedding, her parents came to me and told me that I needed to sign up for a prenup that stated that, in the case of a divorce, all our assets and money would be kept separate, and I could not stake a claim to anything that was hers, and vice versa. In the case of a divorce, I would also have to repay my wife and my in-laws for having supported me while I was working on my business, since they had occasionally sent money to my wife to help us out while we were living together. And it was a reminder that I was indebted to them, which I thought was kind of unnecessary at that point of time. And I'm pretty sure that they included the second part of the clause, that even my wife would not be able to stake a claim to anything that was mine, so it would all be fair. The agreement even stated that if we decided to have a joint account, the money from that would also be divided on the basis of who had contributed more, because my in-laws had just assumed that throughout our marriage, my wife would be supporting me.